All right, so I got Robert here with Mickey Thompson. Really, like Tyler just was talking, pretty much the only dedicated off-road kind of booth I've seen here at PRI. So I know other guys have got cars and stuff, but like you guys really brought out all the stops with off-road time.
Yes, we have.
So explain to us what your guys' brand is behind it, because right now I'm really excited about a major tire company that really cares about not only Ultra 4, but the rock bouncing side of things. Like you guys are the ones that are branching out and covering it all. Like nobody else does that. You've got other competitors that stay in one genre.
Yes.
On either side of that, but you guys.
So
what's the reason?
Let's jump back 40 years, really, because Mickey Thompson, the man himself, I mean, it was him and his son out there in the desert trying to figure out how to make a car run better, how to get out of those ruts. Side biters all of a sudden come out. All of a sudden they're now passing people on the side because they get out of the way and get around them.
All right.
So, and how do you get in front of the fan? Short course racing. So there's a progression over time of why you see so many things happen is because of people like Mickey Thompson want to get it in front of people's eyes.
Yes.
So our products, of course, evolve over the time. And so we want to hit every aspect. It's not just about desert racing either. So we want to deal with rock bouncing. We want to deal with the weekend rock crawler as well.
Absolutely.
Because that's our bread and butter right there.
That's the sales. That's the volume.
Yeah. So
you gotta do it.
Racing legitimizes our brand.
Yeah.
So we have worked over the last probably 6 years real hard with a lot of racers to come out with the right product.
Yep.
And we have an evolution of even our Baja Boss MT tire has changed. Now we have a sticky version. Now we're in the 4220s, 4217 sticky.
Let's go look at those things,
let's check
man.
this out.
I want to go check them out.
So,
I want to look at them as we're going.
So what we did was the Baja Boss MT, which I have 3 versions here. It's exciting because it's 4217, 4220, and a 4420 DOT radial tire.
So that's what I was
So it's
like,
awesome.
man, the 44 being here is like, that's cool to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool.
Yeah, that's great. That's a whole nother animal there.
Yeah.
So this tire here, what we would want to do is we came out with an asymmetrical tire design.
Yep.
First mud terrain out there in the market with the asymmetrical tire design. So you have different design on each half of the tire.
Yes, sir.
And we want our radial tires because when you look at a bias ply, you know, a traditional radial mud terrain doesn't look that aggressive on the street. So like, let's do something different. We're Mickey Thompson, right? So let's do it. So we made our side biters 150% bigger than what our standard our standard mud terrain tires were.
Gotcha.
So plus, and then what we do too is we have 2 tire plies that go at a radial angle, and then we have one at a bias ply. So it makes it even stronger. So your contact patch for puncture resistance is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And what we did with that bias ply cord, we made it twice as thick. So it's a stronger tire overall than a basic mud terrain tire.
They are so tough. So I've actually rode with Kevin and King of the Hammers, and it was, I think, the time that I actually met you for the first time. The race was over, and we come back out. We had a front drive shaft issue onto the lake bed early on in the race. So we were like, we pulled the car out of 4-wheel drive, the vibration went away. That dude beat the brakes off that car in 2-wheel drive the entire first lap. And I mean, I remember radioing into Jason. I was like, hey, check the back tires on the car. I was like, they're not gonna have no tread. Like, I'm talking about he come into corners and just back it down, the car slide backward. He's got it toenailed going forward and just, I mean, that chatter.
Yeah.
And I was like, this thing's gonna be ruined time we get there. Like, just thank God we're gonna get there. We pulled in and I was like, check the back tires, and he's like, they're fine. And I yelled, check them again, like there's no way. And dude, we got done, then we ran the rest of the race that we ran, broken axle, come out. And it was the first time that I got out of the car and really looked at him, and you were there, and I was like, I cannot believe that tire's in that good a shape right now.
So let's talk about that, the Boss X tire.
Yeah.
Because when we first started building that tire, it was this construction with a soft compound.
Okay.
So over the years, we've had 4 construction changes, and during 4 of those times, 3 of them were compound changes too. So we made them better. We made them cut and chip resistant, as much as you can for a sticky tire, right? But the construction changes, so they hold up a lot better. And so today what we have is top of the line. You know, we're watching guys like this car here from 20th to first place at Davis National Events.
Absolutely won.
It was insane to watch it happen. And he gets off, his tires were fine. The guy in second place, Mickey's. You know, because his tires held up, and that's what helped him win the race.
So I raced on the tires in Kentucky and drove the car. So I drove the car for Kevin during that race, and man, there was this big mud steep hill, and I'm trail wheeling guy. I was like, this tire does not look like an aggressive mud tire. Like, I would have wanted that tire.
Yeah,
I had this tire on there for the racing. Car was set up for it. I was like, let's go. We climbed that back hill, and I got to the top, and I was like, that tire is impressive. We climbed it every lap, finished the race on them. I was so impressed with the clean out of this tire. Like, it really does dig down in the sloppy mud. I mean, sloppy mud, dirt hill, and then, you know, the dry, the west, desert coast stuff. Like it, rock crawling's not an issue.
Correct.
The bite on the tire, all that. Like, really, as a racer, we get in the mentality, if it's got air and it's got a little bit, we'll make the traction happen and whatever else. But like, y'all figure out all along the way of like really how the tire bites, all the compound changes, construction and overlapping the weave and everything else. But it's awesome what you guys have done as a company to build the best tire you can to go race on.
So what does it look like when you take input from racers to develop a better tire? Because you mentioned on that, and that's super cool.
Yeah. So that's one thing about us. We're kind of small still as a company, and it's the racers that tell us what you guys need. And we'll see what we could do to make the development into the tire to make it even better tire for you guys overall. So why we had to change the Boss X so many times over the years is because of feedback from you guys to let us know, hey, you know, the tires are really wearing on the outside. What can we do about that? So we go back, look at what we could do, and make it even better. So
that's the truth about it, because like that's when I met you. You were checking out Kevin's car after the race, and you were like, hey, how are the tires, all that. Like, you're dedicated to making a better tire.
Absolutely.
You really are.
You win, we win, right? That's how it works out.
Another thing I think is so sweet is you guys have a tire for everybody. And if somebody sees that tire, but their budget is, they're only into the side-by-side game because that's what the budget allows, they can run over and they can grab that tire, which is the side-by-side version of that tire. So you guys are committed to creating tires for the guy in a Cherokee or the guy in a full-blown Ultra 4 car.
For sure, yeah. And then to kind of go off the different changes we needed, here we have the Baja Boss XS.
Okay.
And so what that is, it's kind of like, it's just like the Boss on this race car here, the Boss X here, but this also has a 4-ply sidewall as well, because we need stronger, right? You can always have more sidewall, more rubber on the sidewall itself to kind of help cushion it a little bit, so you have less chance of puncturing it. So, but yeah, it's just constant development and feedback. It really is. And we love working with everybody. Like off-road guys have been fantastic feedback. Anyway, we're constantly making changes just to make it better. Awesome. We want to be on the podium. Last national event of the year, we had 7 of 12 possible podium spots. Hey,
that's awesome.
We're stoked, man. We're loving life.
That's gotta make you feel really good about it. Yeah.
Yep. And so even like we could even talk about the Baja Pro X here.
Yeah.
This is kind of what started, blew up the internet a few years ago at SEMA when we first launched it. We kind of had it hidden around a corner, like nobody saw it. And the moment they saw it on a rig at another booth, it all of a sudden went crazy. So yeah, this also, just like our other tires, we constantly are making changes. We want to make sure we have the best compound for rock bouncing, rock racing.
I actually have a tire-specific question.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of rumors about it, and I hope you can clarify. So what are these lugs for? I've heard that they are intended to be cut off. What's going on there?
Well, it depends on your environment. So if you're rock racing, like rock bouncing, you're gonna wanna have those lugs there for lateral movement. Now, if you're doing just deep mud, cut them out. Get rid of them. So now you have a bigger scoop, more drive forward. But yeah, only when you're cutting out for mud is when you want to do this. And that's why we have them all marked like
that.
That
is crazy.
So just say, hey, do this.
Produced a tire and you let your client know, hey, if you're going to cut these for larger voids, this is where you should cut them.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's make it easy.
Cool.
You know, let's take the guesswork out because
that's awesome that you guys went ahead and you tested, you thought far enough ahead. It's like, this is one thing that's easily removable, and that's going to give you the performance you're looking for.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So what's the difference? Are we just a tire size difference here?
So yeah, this is our 43. That's a 38. And this is the Baja Pro XS. XS as in for street. So we came out with this first, and because it was such a huge hit, we're like, well, now we need a street version. So the following year, we came out with this one. Yeah. And we also make this tire size all the way up to 58 inches tall, which is just
massive.
Don't know what, you know, but it's because we can. We're Mickey Thompson,
well,
right?
That was the coolest thing about Mickey Thompson was being right there in Top Truck Challenge for so many years.
Exactly,
and I grew up, I loved that event. So seeing the big Baja Claws was always cool.
Yeah.
So we got a set of 2007, we got a set of the Claws. And when we got them, we cut every other little lug except the middle tread out of it. And I think we were the first ones to do that on a truck that we took out there that year. And that was a good going tire.
Yeah.
That's a really good going tire. But dude, we did that, and I remember we got there and the mud pit come up. Nobody made it through. We blasted out the other end of it, and I was like, that tire absolutely works. We finished the tank trap that year. We won that year. On that tire.
That was a crazy.
Yeah, we did. Absolutely, yeah.
Winning the tank trap, that's a big deal.
Oh, that's the only one. Like, we got second in the event, but we won the tank trap.
Yeah, that's the bragging rights.
That's it, like, for sure. So,
how long have you been with the company? I have a question I really got to ask.
All right, let's do this. Since 2005.
2005?
Yeah.
Did you deal with Clifton Slay at all?
I remember Clifton, but I never dealt directly with him.
What? Is there any story behind the backwards Baja Claw?
That is just speculation. People think it may work better, but no, you don't. It was a directional tire for a reason.
Yeah.
And we don't want, our plan is you never have to back up, right? So you always want to keep going forward, but that's the whole point of it. And the problem is with that was people would get that misconception, and when they hit mud, what's going to happen is instead of digging, it's going to pick you up.
Yeah.
And so it was a bad, like, we're like, no, you don't do that. But I remember seeing that, yes.
Yeah. My buggy's purple, inspired from Clifton Slay, just because I love that buggy as a young kid watching Ultimate Adventure and all that. I just thought it was such a cool buggy. So I didn't know if you had any insight.
There was one, they ran them in the rear backwards. And the front, they ran the proper way, right?
Yeah.
Going forward. And so that was in case they did have to back up, they have traction getting out of that spot to be able to hit the line again properly. Yeah. So, but yeah, for mud purposes, an awful idea.
Absolutely. So cool. Show us around your wheels and stuff, because like that's the cool thing is you guys are fully involved with wheels and tires.
Yeah, come on.
And not many people have that going on with themselves.
We are, Mickey Thompson has been that company that is a tire and wheel manufacturer. No other major tire company out there offers their own wheels.
Yep.
So we started off, we had our classic series wheels.
I love that you're still building this wheel.
For sure.
I love, like,
I've ran all three of those.
Have you really?
That's awesome.
Like
I'm a wheel and tire guy.
He's a wheel guy, yeah, for sure.
Then we have our side biter, which came out based on trying to make it look like our side biter, try to have a matching combination.
I never knew that the tire and the wheel package went together.
It all goes together.
Awesome.
It was
I did not
based
know
off
that.
the old MTZ version we had.
Yeah.
But this year at SEMA in October, we relaunched 8 new wheels. This is one of them called the Open 5. This one, I want to say runner up to new products, global products at SEMA this year, which is cool. This, I don't know if not a lot of people remember, but it is funny. Yes.
I love it.
Yes. The old Challenger
with guy, son. He knows it.
Yeah. Then we call this the MT Canyon.
Dude, I mean, was that on Ollie, the old trophy truck? Because that looks like the wheel that was on it. Was that? Was that what was on it?
Kind of like open D slot. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but yeah, then we go over here. Then we have 2 other styles. 8 slot. We kind of brought back the fake beadlock to it to go with it. Then we have 3 different styles, finishes in this. So from polished black,
the little bit bigger bullet hole gives it a little bit more modern look.
For
Changes
sure.
up an old wheel, but it's still got that classic look to it.
Absolutely. And what you'll see is when you have a 15-inch or 17-inch or 20-inch, the holes get bigger and bigger.
They actually fit. There's not
they
one
actually go
casting
out.
that you're trying to...
Or how deep your wheel is, they change shape too. So
Awesome.
it's kind of hard. I can't have every style and every size out here because you really see a difference, but it looks really good.
Those for the new brand.
But then we came out with these, and I love this style. I love the
I
old
love
look.
this style.
Even
and
in the polish looks amazing.
I will say too, so I'm a bronze guy, and I custom machined a set of wheels for an old car.
Yeah.
And I had so many color choices of bronze on my desk. And Jason could attest to it. Like, we looked through
50.
all of them, and I wiped it off. I was like, I never get it right. And the ones that you got, whenever you look at it on the Jeep, like the color is spot on. So whatever color
Absolutely.
you got, it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thought that went into that shade of
You're
color
right.
because, like, it is hard to find the one that's going to fit everything.
Yeah.
And like that looked good on a white truck, a black truck, this gray Jeep, it all looks good.
Exactly, and that's a hard thing because there's so many variations of that bronze. Like,
Huge.
you're never
Until
gonna get
somebody's
the right
done it,
one.
you don't understand.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. But yeah, we just had this on this last week. We had this put on the 392 here.
Dude, that
But
392
it
Jeep.
came out really good with those bronze wheels. Kind of matched the logos up on the hood.
Man, have you drove the 392 Jeep?
They're fun.
I'm not drove one yet.
They're fun.
Everybody
They're
tells me
peppy.
they are
They're
a
peppy.
handful. Yeah. Do what? Son, I had the tires tore off that thing, son. Yeah.
Harvest Pro PD be all over that.
Ain't no doubt.
So will you guys be out at King of the Hammers?
We will be back at King of Hammers this year. We will be on pit row, servicing products. So we always bring products out. So if
Yep.
there's any questions, like if you have any questions about the product, general question about tires, come see us.
Absolutely.
We will be there all week, really.
Yep.
So that's Sunday to Saturday.
It's cool because King of the Hammers is the buzz because that's the next big one coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Name me 3 other events you're excited about this year coming up.
We also do more consumer-based, Jeep Beach, Smoky Mountain.
Yep.
Those are by far my 2 favorite events to go
Were
to,
you at
consumer-wise.
Were you at Smoky Mountain this year?
I was. I've been
You
for
were?
like 8 years now.
All right,
I
cool.
love
So
it.
that's where, I go to that because it's just local to me. It is something else. Like if you got a Jeep and you haven't been to the Jeep Invasion, I can't believe it for one, because I say like every Jeep in America is there and accounted for.
Yeah.
It is so many of them running around that town.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Jeep
You
Invasion.
need to go to Jeep Beach.
I've heard that.
It's real neat because I like those 2 events a lot because
There you go.
Jeep Beach is a different client.
Yeah.
Then you go to Smoky Mountain, it's different crowd again.
I know
It's
it.
totally different. You
And
got
it's
more
like
pavement.
here's a different crowd.
Yeah.
It's so
It
many
is.
different
Yeah.
variations all the way. And that's honestly what's cool with you guys. You guys are moving and covering as many people as you can.
We try, man.
know
Last
it.
year as a company, we covered 140 events.
Wow.
And that's drag racing, off-road.
I don't care. That's wow.
Consumer events. I mean, we're
That's
not a big company. but
52
we-
weeks a year, do the math.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Almost 3 events a weekend, so on
Yeah.
average. So it's insane.
That is all.
Trying to get out there in front of the consumer and then develop a good product that they can run. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that
Yeah.
because
So talk to me about that on the drag side of stuff. I've got friends that drag race and stuff, and that big MT white walled tires been underneath 1 million drag cars. Like, are y'all putting in the same effort in the drag racing world of trying to develop new cars, new tires, new everything? Is it the same effort?
Absolutely.
Or even more?
It could. I would also say it could even be more because things are constantly changing.
And those cars are going so fast now.
So quick. And we came out with that ET Street Radial Pro, and that I think I heard up to 270 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
on
like
a door
the-
slammer
the-
car, radial tire, DOT approved.
It's like that little 275 tire. That's a huge
Yeah.
class. But like, they are going so fast on that tire now.
Yeah.
Sub 4.8 miles is like,
Yeah, it's nuts
Wow.
how quick they go.
yeah, I mean,
Uh,
that's,
One thing we did years ago, we really went back to our grassroots racers, and that's kind of what I like about, an Ultra 4.
Yeah.
You get a lot, it's not the big names, we're just Mickey Thompson. We're not a huge name ourselves.
y'all are
And
a big
I-
name.
now we're getting bigger, luckily.
Yeah.
But always we have the history behind in off-road. But, you know, we want to help as many people as we possibly can out there. Get our name out there, show how the product works, and the product sells itself over time.
Absolutely.
And we're doing great out there. And so we did the same thing with drag racing. So, and then we really have a huge market share in radial racing.
You can, okay.
Some are 98, 99% market share at these events. And so we love it.
Wow. Yeah.
So now we really sell a lot of products there. But yeah, we do develop. It's constant develop. What are we doing?
It's on all areas in.
Yeah.
It's not just off-road. It's not like you guys have said, okay, we're going to make a real push in off-road.
For sure.
You just said we're going to make a real push as a company.
Yeah.
And we're going to do all of our different avenues. We're not forgetting about any of it.
Yeah. And
Pretty
we
awesome.
Radial slick tires are out there now, and those are really starting to gain a lot of traction.
Yeah.
It's safer overall to run. There's no growth. The circumference is always the same. You don't have to measure them out.
Is that kind of like your drag and drive stuff?
Yeah, they do. Also, yeah, because they'll bring them with them. They can't run slicks on the street.
Yeah.
Not recommended at all.
Yeah.
And but yeah, no, it holds up. Like if you have a higher top end because you don't run as little air pressure as you would in a slick. So you have a higher air pressure, it's safer, it's more stable on the top end.
Oh wow.
And so we've been really taking that over. And we have our Pro Bracket Radial, it's our general radial slick tire, and it's really making waves over the last couple of years.
That's awesome.
But we're always developing something to try and make it safer and faster.
Awesome.
You gotta be faster.
You gotta be faster. You gotta have that time slip.
Into the drift community at all?
Not Mickey Thompson directly. We did support drift with Cooper products, and we would actually, because we were the service guys, we're talking 15 years ago, okay? We would support the events for them at that time. We never got into drifting ourselves.
You know, we want to take some buggies and put some drift tires on and do a little, just go hit the drift track and let it rip.
Yeah.
And,
we do make UHP tires.
Say it again?
We do make UHP tires.
UHP.
Ultra High Performance.
Ultra high performance.
Yeah, so we call it a street comp is what it's called. So it's a 300 tread wear tire, and we built them for moderate muscle cars. So we have a good mix of products out there. But that would be the tire that we would say.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Is that a really hard tire?
No.
Okay.
I run them daily. It's a tread wear rating, so how soft is that compound? So if you do, we start getting into more of the racing aspect of like road course. You want to have like some classes can only have you a 200 tread wear, so it has to be soft. But in racing wise, that's not soft at all. That's kind of hard. You know, it just shows that it could be either on the street than to the track.
So could that sticky Baja Pro X over there even be rated on that scale, or is that beyond?
No, there's no tread rating. Yeah, so our drag tire literally says 0 tread rating.
Okay.
So because it's just a soft compound.
Yeah.
Cool.
So because it makes them a DOT, you have to have a tread wear and also like temperature and weight rating on those things.
Cool.
All right. Well, Robert.
Yeah.
Dude, I really appreciate you taking time, showing us around everything. Look forward to seeing you at the Hammers and other places and all the other stuff we're going to do this year. So, man,
absolutely.
Thank you for your time.
Our paths will cross, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
I'll catch you later. Take care.